once felt. I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders. I'm closed off, that's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back.
Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be sharing with you guys in today's video my weekly reset routine. So this is just going to kind of be how I start off my week to get my house kind of in order so that we can head on into the week and not be stressed out and just kind of start in a nice clean house. So we are starting off in my bedroom. The first thing that I like to do is make my bed, and some of these are obviously daily tasks that are included in today's video. But make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and if you have not already, hit that red subscribe button to join our growing YouTube family. I would love to have you. Now let me know in the comments what you are doing while you are watching today's video. If you are cleaning alongside with me, if you are just watching while sipping on your coffee and just kind of hoping to get some motivation, I would love to know in the comments what you're doing while watching today's video.
There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying highs.
Moving on to the bathroom, I'm just gonna give this a quick little tidy up here. I had my iPad and water bottle as I did have a bath the night before filming this, and so I just like to kind of pick everything up in my weekly reset. I will obviously give the toilet a good clean, and I wipe the entire bathroom down with Lysol. So I just like to do this. I mean, right now we're in lockdown, so we're not really doing a whole heck of a lot, but I don't want to lose my routine, so I'm trying to keep up with it so that when things do open back up, it's not a huge shift for me. I'm still in my routine and I'm still just, you know, keeping it together here on the back end of the house sort of thing.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you.
After I've given the bathroom a wipe down, I always like to change out all the towels in the house. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. And then I noticed that the towel rack was a little bit dirty, so I just wiped it with the Lysol. And then I will go around the house and empty out all of the garbage cans as part of my weekly reset as well.
Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever.
So this is not part of my weekly reset, but if you noticed in the last clip, my mirror was so dirty, so I want to go ahead and give that a quick wipe before finishing emptying the rest of the garbage cans in the house. So we're just kind of in my toddler's bedroom here, and you'll notice there's just some clothes and stuff on the floor. So doing laundry and just kind of staying up on laundry is also part of my weekly reset. So I just went ahead and picked everything up off the floor and put it in the laundry basket before going ahead to tackle my fridge.
You know it's way too late, regretting our mistakes. See, that's so head over heels crazy. Need to apologize, we went too far this time. Come a little closer, there's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't.
So what I'm doing here when I'm tackling my fridge is I am just taking out these containers. If you haven't seen my fridge organization, I would recommend going and checking that video out, as I just reorganized my entire fridge, and it actually is a system that has been working for me for whenever I post that video. It's been over a month now. And I'm really excited because you just take these containers out to clean them, and it's so easy rather than having to wipe down your entire fridge all the time. And so yeah, I'm just going ahead and emptying out all of the food that's in the fridge that has went bad and just seeing what I need before I go ahead and make a grocery list. And so I'm just going ahead and giving this a quick little wipe here as it got a little bit dirty. Something had spilled outside of the buckets on this one shelf. So I'm just going ahead and cleaning that up before going through the food that was bad. So now that I have all of that food that had gone bad thrown out, it is now time to empty the garbage. So this is part of my weekly routine, to empty the garbage and to clean it. Like, look how gross this gets. This is literally a week. And so I'm spraying this down with my Tiber River today to really just clean it. And then I didn't need to actually take the garbage out as it wasn't full today. So I didn't do that step, but usually that's part of it as well. So next I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe down the outside of it with, again, my disinfectant spray. And then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down with one of my favorite shiners. It's a stainless steel shiner here, and I freaking love this product, you guys. If you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it if you have stainless steel appliances. Alright, so now that the garbage can is clean, I just quickly emptied out the dishes that were in the drying rack there, and now I'm going to go ahead and empty our dishwasher. This is kind of part of my everyday tidy up routine, but I wanted to share it as part of my weekly reset routine, as it definitely is a huge part of my weekly reset, as well as the goal is to just get your whole house in order and get it nice and clean and tidy. I also wanted to share this jar with you, super random, I know, but have you ever seen these classical jars? These sauce jars are the jars that I get our pasta sauce in. So you could use whatever kind of jar you get, but I like to keep these and store them in my pantry for things like nuts or sprinkles that come in like little bags rather than in a container itself. And so it just kind of keeps things uniform in my pantry. And if you haven't seen my pantry organization, I did one last year and it was actually pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a small house, and we don't actually have a pantry. So our pantry is actually in like a closet organizer that whoever lived here in this house, they left it downstairs. And I was like, this would be perfect for my pantry and our kitchen because I needed the extra storage. Anyway, that's my life story there. So yeah, those containers are just really, really nice. I do obviously have the ones that you get on Amazon as well. You'll see how I organized it in that video there, but this is just a quick reminder to keep those jars. They are also really good for meal prepping. These ones specifically, as they actually have on the sides little lines of like measurements. And so try and find your jars that have those measurements. They're really good for making like smoothie in a jar, oatmeal overnights, and kind of stuff like that. So they're just really handy to have, and I would highly recommend keeping them. Okay, now that I've blabbed your face off, I'm gonna play some music here while I do a little bit of dishes, nothing crazy, and then we're gonna tackle the rest of my house. So stay tuned for lots of cleaning motivation.
On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now.
And if you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to, again, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And hit that red subscribe button to join our growing YouTube family if you haven't already. So right now, the next part of my weekly reset is I do like to wipe our counters with a disinfectant / multi-purpose spray. And so that's what I'm doing right now. But you'll notice on my counters throughout the week, I normally just use soap and water. And then I'm just going ahead and giving my stove a nice clean as well before moving on to the laundry. So The next part of my weekly reset routine is to just get caught up on all of the laundry. Now, I'm usually pretty good at keeping up with laundry. I like to do one load a day, but I'm not always the best at folding it that day. So that is something I definitely have to work on, but I would love to know what your laundry routine looks like. If you kind of do one load a day, or if you just play catch up on the weekends, let me know in the comments what your laundry routine looks like. So I'm just going ahead and getting this load in. I was actually really happy that this past week when I filmed this, we were all caught up on laundry. My husband did help me like a few days prior. He folded all of the laundry. I think I did like 3 loads, and then he ended up helping me fold it. So that was really, really nice. That's definitely a task that I slack in, is the laundry, as it's just not my favorite thing to do. But now that we have that in and going, I like to get that going usually at the beginning, but during my weekly reset routine, it's usually one of the last things I do, as I clean and wipe down a lot of surfaces, and so I want those towels to go in with the laundry as well. And so that's just a little tip for you for part of your weekly reset routine if you're trying to, you know, design your own, or if you're just here for the motivation, that's obviously okay as well. But something that helps me is to just kind of plan things like that a little bit more, so that you don't go ahead and do the laundry and then wipe down all your surfaces and be like, oh, now I have more towels to do, right? So it's just kind of part of the process, and I think it's really helpful to know that. So as you can see, I am going ahead and whipping out my Dyson vacuum. So usually my robot vacuum goes during the week. As you all know, I do not vacuum my house by hand a lot. My robot vacuum, I have it go daily, and I freaking love my robot vacuum. But I do like to give my main floor a nice vacuum at least once a week, just to kind of get everything in the nooks and crannies that my robot vacuum can't necessarily get. And so again, I'm just kind of vacuuming the main floor right now.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah.
So as you can see, I just took the head off of my vacuum to go ahead and vacuum like a little bit of the roof there. If you're wondering like what the heck I'm doing, we have so many spiders in this house, you guys. I honestly killed, I'm not even exaggerating, I think it was 6 or 7 spiders this day. Like, they are just out of control. And so I was researching, and one thing that they recommended was peppermint oil. So I've been spraying peppermint oil like all over my house basically. And so now, like, whenever I spray down low, it's like, well, now they're all over my roof. So I just don't know how to get rid of them. If you guys have any tips on like getting rid of spiders, let me know, because if you've been with me for a while, you know they're everywhere. Thankfully, I'm not like totally terrified of them. I will like get them and it doesn't bother me, but it's more so rather like annoying because they bite us. And for whatever reason, my one daughter and myself, we get major infections when they bite us. And the last time I got an infection, the doctor had mentioned it's probably something like outside that they're carrying in here, because I'm like allergic to life, but it's probably something that they are carrying in here, and when they bite you, it's like getting into my skin, and that's what's causing it to get infected. But it's not very fun. So I know that spiders like can be good, you know, whatever, but in my house they're not. So again, there's my life story today.
We don't know us no more. We don't know us no more. We don't know us no more.
Moving on, we were going ahead and cleaning our floors using this Murphy cleaner, and I am putting a little bit of peppermint oil in it, and I am using my mop today again instead of getting on my hands and knees. So when I'm doing my whole house, I obviously pull out the mop as I'm not scrubbing my entire floors on my hands and knees. I only really do our kitchen on my hands and knees.
And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time
And if you're still with me, I would love for you to write still here in the comments. Thank you so much for still being here with me today. I hope this video is giving you tons of cleaning motivation and maybe helping guide you to create your own weekly reset routine, as I do think it just kind of helps to ease the stress and anxiety as a mama. And so yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and spending the time here with me today. And I would just love to get to know you a little bit more in the comments. So make sure that you leave me a comment so I can say hi and just get to know you guys a little bit better.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting glass after glass. I keep hoping you'll come around, drown in our fire.
So now that the hardwood floor is done, it is time to move on to mopping the kitchen and the bathroom. So I didn't show the bathroom on camera, but I ended up using the Go Clean Co method. So if you haven't seen that, I have talked about it in so many of my other videos. It is so good, that solution. And it's just the Tide powder mixture with the water and the bleach. And it's just really good to clean the floors. And so that is what I'm using here on my kitchen. If you're wondering, I'm not using the hardwood floor cleaner.
Sing for me, darling, it's been quiet for a day now. Can't bear the silence inside my own head. I keep on hoping somehow we can make this alright. Just keep on trying. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drown in our fights and whatever.
So after I am done mopping, it is time to go ahead and meal prep. So for meal prepping, right now I am currently just using the Good Food meal kit service, and it is honestly so helpful. I don't know if you'd really consider that meal prepping, but to me I do, because I sit down at my computer every single week and pick my meals, and then I will create a grocery list around that. So it really just helps me to better meal prep, and it's just nice to not have to prep those 3 meals that I get once a week from Good Food. And so if you haven't tried a meal kit service, I would highly recommend it. And then it is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am just gonna sit down here to start that meal prep. And then I also made some jalapeno poppers for lunch. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button to join our growing YouTube family, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye.